There's that buzz again.
On the Decatur Sports Network, it's time for Eagles football.
Ross throws it toward the end zone. It's caught short of the goal line by Landon Phelps with 8 seconds left.
Eagles football is on the air.
Antoine to the left. Now Nate's going to motion out of the backfield. There's a snap. Ross rolls right. Pass complete. It's a touchdown to Nate Palmer. And with 4 seconds, the Eagles take the lead.
Tonight's broadcast of the Decatur Eagles is presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, the premier landscape and irrigation company in the region.
Do you believe in Wise County miracles? I do.
Now let's send you to the stadium with the voice of the Decatur Eagles, Pat Wadlington.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Decatur Eagle football. I'm Pat Wadlington. I'll have Rob Matthews on the call with me tonight as we are nestled in on the east side of Cowtown in Fort Worth at Scarborough-Hanley Field. It's the district opener between Decatur and Carter-Riverside. And Rob, we've got a pretty nice little setting for football tonight.
It really is a smaller type stadium, but no track. We're real close to the field, not real high up in the air. It's going to be an intimate setting, as they say.
Intimate
but
is
the
a nice word.
shadows here have already covered the field. They've covered the Decatur fans on the far side, and it's not very hot outside. It's pretty nice.
A little fall weather as opposed to last weekend when y'all suffered a little bit in Graham. But plenty to come on your Decatur Eagle pregame show. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with weather report, injuries, and games around the area this weekend. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Casey Carroll with the Caraway team. I'm here on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
Chase! What are you doing?
I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Scarborough-Hanley Field as we're in the pregame show here tonight before the ballgame between Decatur and Carter-Riverside. Weather pretty much perfect, isn't it, Rob?
Well, you mentioned fall weather, and it is that. It's going to be about 78 degrees when we kick off, and it should get down in the lower 70s by the time this thing is over tonight. Not much wind. The Texas flag is gently blowing from the north, but It's not much wind at all to speak of, just absolutely perfect for football at the end of September.
You know, I don't know if I'll need it or not, but I did bring a vest just to make myself feel like we're getting there. So, injury report tonight for the Eagles. I know that for a couple of weeks now, Jed Ross has been nursing a high ankle sprain on that. I don't know if it's the right ankle or the left ankle, but he is suited up. He's been in a boot all week, kind of the same situation as it was last week. Maybe a little bit limited if he tries to run, but he'll be out there. We were wondering if we were going to have Cavazos, Milligan, and Zach Connor on the field. They're all suited up. Well, Cavazos is not. That's correct. Cavazos is out. Zach Connor, Jake Milligan are both in uniform. Don't know how much action they will see. Jace Watson also in uniform as well. Michael Trammell suited up as well. Don't know how much action he will see tonight, but that is your injury report for the Eagles. Scheduled games, Rob?
Yeah, looking at our schedule, the Brock Eagles, who we played in Week 1, they're hosting a team from Chula Vista, California this week. They're playing Eastlake there in Brock. That game tomorrow night on Lone Star Sports Radio. Denison is playing Walnut Grove. Liberty Christian is playing Addison Trinity. Last week's opponent, the Graham Steers, are playing Lake Worth. Of course, Riverside tonight. Eastern Hills is playing Western Hills as we start district play. Diamond Hill Jarvis is open, and Springtown is playing Fort Worth Southwest.
Go ahead and do teams around the area. The only other game that's going on tonight is actually Bridgeport. They'll be at Carrollton Ranchview. We'll keep tabs on that score. Boyd against Ponder later this weekend. Chico against Olney. Bowie will face Peaster. Alvord will face Nacona. Northwest is off. Eaton and LD Bell will play. Azle will play Brewer. And rounding it out in the area, Crum will play Caddo Mills. Plenty more to come on your pregame show. 18 minutes before kickoff. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wranglering cattle or kiddos, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to protect all fellow Texans and all Texan ways of life. Stop by and visit with Kelly Lynch, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, or Monty Houston in our Decatur office located across the street from James Wood Motors, or visit with Lisa Bryant at our office in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
S&J Pharmacy at 11.
Welcome back to Hanley Field in East Fort Worth. Pat Wadlington and Rob Matthews here during pregame as the Eagles get ready to face Carter-Riverside. Rob, I know we got some more scores to go over. Region 2 scores. What do you got?
And, other games taking place in the region. In District 6, Alvarado is playing Glenrose. Alvarado number 8 in the state in Division 1. Glenrose number 8 in the state in Division 2. They play tomorrow night. Kennedale plays Fort Worth Dunbar. Lake Worth, as we mentioned earlier, playing Graham. And then Castleberry's open. Waxahachie Life is playing Wills Point. In District 7, Aubrey playing Sulphur Springs. Salina and Panther Creek. That's going to be a great game. Paris plays Lake Dallas, and Sulphur Springs is open. In District 8, Dallas Carter plays North Dallas. Conrad plays Wilmer Hutchins. Pinkston plays Lincoln, and Roosevelt plays Kimball. You got top 10 games over there?
I do. Top 10. You've mentioned a couple of them, but there's a couple of really, really good matchups. First of all, number 1 in the state, Stephenville, playing Waco La Vega. And then a Region 2 contest that number 2 and number 3, Panther Creek Panther Creek, ranked number 2, will face number 3, Salina. Number 4, Austin LBJ will face Cornerstone. Lake Dallas faces off against Paris. And then number 6 and 7 face each other. Longview Pine Tree against Kilgore. Again, you've mentioned Alvarado against Glen Rose. Tyler Chapel Hill, number 9, will play Lindale. And rounding out the top 10, El Campo will play Giddings. Those are some really, really good ball games in the top 10 for week 4.
Yeah, it really is. It's crazy how it shakes out that way. And just now, a lot of these districts haven't started district play like we are tonight.
Yeah. Still 14 minutes to go before kickoff. Let's take a quick break again, and we'll be back with starting lineups right after this.
1 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Injuries happen and you want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40 plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
Hey, it's Casey Carroll with the Caraway team. I'm here on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
Chase!
What are you doing?
I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Pat Wadlington along with Rob Matthews here at Scarborough Hanley Field in Fort Worth. Rob, missed the game last week. Had a little wedding I had to attend, but fill us in on how, Eagles looking for their first district win and trying to get back on the winning track. So,
yeah, last week we couldn't. It seems like we had chances to be in the game. We had a pick six that the kid made a great play on that was, obviously 7 points on their side, but then we had a fumble right at the goal line that, probably could have gone either way depending on who saw it. Talked to Coach Huff about that before the game, and he said that Jamari was just trying to make a play, and when he rolled over, the ball hit the kid's knee. The kid was standing on the goal line, and the referee told him that he reached out and had it knocked away. He accepted that answer, but then on the film he said that's really not what happened. But, it's hard to fault the kid when you're trying to score and putting out effort and it just comes out of your hands. So, there's 7 points. That's a 14-point swing, those two plays. And then we had another drive that we got down inside the 10, I believe, and threw an incomplete pass on 4th down. And, Coach Huff seemed to think that a couple plays go our way, we win the game, or at least we're in it. But kind of got away from us early. Never really had good field position. Graham had probably the best field position of anybody we've played all year. Seems like the whole game was played on 60 yards of the field. And it was in Graham's favor, but I expect to see something a little different tonight out of the Eagles.
Yeah, I do too. I do too, and I know, being a week removed from them, and the last game I saw was the Liberty Christian game, and that one kind of got out of hand too. And just they had continued to kind of shoot themselves in the foot on certain drives and get penalties and get themselves behind the chains. And I don't know what that looked like last week, if some of that got corrected or not. But
yeah, we had personal fouls and silly penalties. One time they kicked off to us, touchback, and we got a 15-yarder on a ball that was not even in play. Obviously, it's going to be somebody probably running their mouth or something, and just uncalled for stuff. So instead of having it at the 25, we talked about field position a second ago, then we start at the 12 and have to punt, and they get it. If the ball's at the 12, you're punting from basically the goal line. They're catching it at the 50, and all of a sudden they've got it 1st and 10 at the 36, and just that kind of stuff. And you can't have those penalties if you're going to win tough district games like there's one down the road from us. And then if you get in the playoffs and you want to play big playoff games late in November and early December, you can't have that kind of stuff.
Well, they got 9 minutes and 19 seconds and counting from the next opportunity to correct it. You want to do some stats?
No, we got starting lineups.
Okay, go ahead.
We promised starting lineups and we didn't do it. But there's a blue haze on the field right now. The Eagles have come out of their tunnel with smoke bombs or something, and one of them was blue, and it looks pretty awesome out there. All right, starting lineups for tonight's game for the Riverside Eagles. Defensively, Yandel Salinas, a senior. He'll be the nose guard. It's Malcolm Cook and Eric McNear. They're both seniors. They'll be the defensive ends. Linebackers are going to be Trey Colton. He's a junior. Number 9 is Alex Ramirez. He's a senior. Ivan McNear, a junior, and Cedric Dawkins, a sophomore. Cornerbacks for the Eagles, the Riverside Eagles, are going to be Alex Mantil and Alexander Sanchez. Mantil, just a freshman over there on that one corner. And then the safeties are going to be Keontae Stiff and Joel Montiel. Both of those guys are seniors. For the Decatur defense, looks like this. The nose guard, Wyatt Nix, he's a senior, has 4.5 tackles and a sack on the season. Defensive end, Wiley Stone, he's a senior. The other defensive tackle, a senior, Ray Martinich, has 8 tackles and a sack as the captains come out onto the field. Devin Moreno, a sophomore. They're coming out onto the field even though they've done the coin toss, I believe, earlier, the coaches. Linebackers, Lane Heston, a senior, 25 tackles, an interception, and 3 sacks on the season. Michael Trammell has 13.5 tackles and 2 interceptions. The nickelback is Keaton Good. He had says he has 26 tackles, but a bunch of those had to come last week against Graham. The cornerbacks, Rylan Cavazos, 10 tackles on the season. Colton Brazil, his first appearance on the varsity last week. He had 4 tackles in his first varsity start. Free safety, Gage Terrell, has 17.5 tackles, and then the strong safety is Jace Watson. He's a senior. Should we start the offensive starters? We will. Center, Joseph Finley, a sophomore. Left guard is J.J. Donahue. The right guard is Shane Elisegwe. The left tackle for the Eagles, Caden Merritt. And the right tackle is Saul Maldonado. The skill positions, wide receiver Carter Riggins. These are expected starters. 4 receptions, 32 yards on the season. Caden Forrest, a senior wide receiver, has 17 receptions for 77 yards and a touchdown. Chase Berg, 29 receptions for 358 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Alex Pantoja had 2 receptions for 20 yards and a touchdown. The running back should be Abram Graham tonight. He's got 256 yards and 3 touchdowns on the season. And the quarterback, Jed Ross, 76 of 138, 688 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And as we get ready for the national anthem, we're going to step aside and be back with the opening kickoff. When we come back, this is Decatur Eagles football on the Decatur Sports Network.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wranglering cattle or kiddos, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to protect all fellow Texans and all Texan ways of life. Stop by and visit with Kelly Lynch, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, or Monty Houston in our Decatur office located across the street from James Wood Motors, or visit with Lisa Bryant at our office in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
The law firm of...
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. As we get ready to get started here with your Parker Properties kickoff, Carter-Riverside wins the toss and elects to receive.
So we're going to see that Riverside offense first. We didn't have a chance to introduce them. I'll run down it real quick. The linemen, Juan Damian, Joseph Rosales, Eric McNear, Roberto Mateo, and Enrique Fernandez will be the starting line for the Riverside Eagles, and their left guard is a freshman. Skill kids, Cole Hamilton, Roberto Rodriguez, Elijah Cortinez are the receivers. The running back, Timmy and Dizoje, and the quarterback, Ricky Mina.
That's pretty good. Edwin Aldape places the ball on the tees. We get ready to start a Rosenbaum Dental first period. The first frame of district play here in 2024 for the Eagles. Back deep to receive the kick, Keontae Stiff, and number 8, Timmy, how did you say it?
Adisoji.
There you go.
I think.
Eagles in a new uniform combination tonight. Blue pants with white stripes and white jerseys with blue numbers and their white helmets. And we are underway. The kick is high, fielded at the 12, brought out across the 20, and he'll be dropped at the 24. Looks like that tackle made by number 24, Zach Connor.
Yeah, Lane Heston was in there as well. Had 3 Eagles getting off of him. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Riverside Eagles, wearing their red jerseys with the white pants, the white helmets. They've got some blue trim in there with the Riverside, Carter-Riverside logo on each side. The Eagles wearing their white jerseys tonight with the blue pants, the white helmets with the metallic blue D on each side and the blue stripe down the middle.
Quarterback number 4, Ricky Mina, in a shotgun formation on 1st and 10. We've got movement on the right side of that line, and they're going to throw some flags to start this one off, and it'll be illegal procedure against Carter-Riverside.
Jonah Yepes, a sophomore for the Carter-Riverside Eagles, is the guilty party. He was lined up on the right tight end, and playing right in front of that Decatur band. He might not have heard the snap count, and he jumped early, so 1st down and 15.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. It'll hand off tackle right side. Short gain, maybe a yard, out just barely across the 20.
Wesley Morton, the linebacker, in there to make that tackle when he went off the right side, and Morton was able to hit him and bring him down on first contact. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long as they look to the sideline to get their play call from the head coach. Coach Pleasant is his name, Dustin Pleasant, and we talked with Coach Huff before the game. He really had just nothing but great things to say about the young Coach Pleasant.
A couple of new starters here in the secondary for the Eagles, number 21, Kaysen Cooper, and number 31, freshman Colton Brazil. They'll throw it on 2nd down. It'll be too low and incomplete.
Lane Heston in the backfield. He went with the running back who he thought had the ball, and Mina was able to pull it out and throw it to number 1, Cole Hamilton. He wasn't able to come up with the catch. So 3rd down and long in the opening drive of this ball game for Carter-Riverside. Good news is the Eagles have had penetration in the backfield every play so far.
On 3rd and 13, they'll send 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. There's your snap. Counter draw, and that's going to be eaten up by the Eagles. Drop for a loss there Couldn't see who was in on that tackle, but
Yes.
it's going to be a punting situation for Carter-Riverside.
Ray Martinich is the one that brought him down, but also back there, Wesley Morton had a beat on him and just missed. And I think there's another loss in the play, so they've been going backwards. It's 4th and 14, and so they're -4 in the offensive yards so far, if you count the penalty.
Caden Forrest back, deep to receive the punt, standing at the Renshaw Drug 50. And that punt almost blocked. Gets it away, end over end, hits at the Carter-Riverside 43, and takes a short bounce, and they'll spot it in Carter-Riverside territory at the 46. We'll see the Eagle offense, the Decatur Eagle offense, for the first time tonight.
Caden Cobb was back there. Looked like he had a chance to maybe lay out for it and try to block it, but maybe he was worried about getting a roughing right there. That would have been bad to get a roughing and bail him out of that situation. Great field position for the Eagles, 1st and 10 inside their own inside the Carter-Riverside territory.
The Eagles will split 3 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. Abram Graham in the backfield with quarterback Jed Ross as he directs Pintoja to the left. It'll be a quick pass to Graham. It's complete in the flats on the near side. He's got plenty of room, and he's down the sideline inside the 20. Abram Graham with a nice gain on the first play from scrimmage for Decatur.
Yeah, he's going to watch in film tomorrow and give Caden Forrest and Chase Berg a high five because they had 2 great blocks on the edge that allowed him to get another probably 25 yards, and it moves the chains, a Krisha Heston first down.
Ball on the right hash. There's your snap. Ross looks left, throws it complete to Riggins. He'll work his way down inside the 10. I think that'll be just shy of the line to gain. It'll be 2nd and 1.
It looked like Riggins was bobbling the ball there for a moment. He was able to corral it and hold on to it for the completion. Inside the quick car of Decatur red zone already.
2nd down 3. There's your snap. Quick pass complete to Berg on the near side, and he works his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown for Decatur.
Well, Decatur strikes fast right there. Caden Forrest with a lead block on the edge was one of the reasons he's able to hurdle into the end zone. And the Eagles strike first at 6-0 with the extra point upcoming. And 3 plays? That Eagles made that look easy.
That was a 9-yard McLaughlin Supply touchdown pass from Jed Ross to Chase Berg. Now your Decatur Tire extra point as Jace Watson field the snap. Eldape's kick is up. It is good. And with 9:52 left in your first period, Decatur leads 7-0. We'll be right back.
Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, as Eldape kicks away the Parker Properties kickoff. It's fielded at the 3, brought out across the 10, and he'll work his way out to about the 13-yard line as the Eagles take a quick lead, 7-0 here in your Rosenbaum Dental first period.
Sam Cannon in on the tackle there, and the ball carrier was able to get another couple of yards. He had probably 8 Eagles in his face back there. Teresa Mader's State Farm drive summary looks like this for the Eagles. 3 plays, 46 yards, 1:03 off the clock, capped off by a 9-yard touchdown pass from Ross to Berg, and the score now on the James Wood scoreboard, 7-0.
So Riverside out for its second possession of the ball game, deep in their own territory here, 1st and 10. Maynell sent a man in motion, and he'll hand it off, but the running back falls down, and he's tackled in the backfield quickly by Devin Moreno.
Yeah, unfortunate for Carter-Riverside because they had a pulling guard or somebody from the right side of that line coming over and had a good block. But I don't know if he dropped the ball or what happened on the exchange back there, but it was delayed, and they're going backwards again now. Second down and about 15.
One change in the Decatur secondary. Jace Watson in at safety now. Maina's going to throw it deep down the middle. He had a man wide open, and he just overthrew him by about 3 yards. That was intended for number 0, Mateo Chacon.
I don't know if Devin Moreno, the linebacker, missed something because the receiver was behind him by a few yards. If he would have dropped it in there, it would have been a foot race to the end zone.
That might have been a 90-yarder.
And luckily it falls incomplete. It's going to bring up another 3rd and long for Carter-Riverside.
There's your snap. They'll hand it off. And the running back works his way out to the 15, but that's going to be well short of the line to gain by about 8 yards, and it's going to be another punting situation for the Eagles in red.
Adesoji was off the left guard there and eventually ran into Lane Heston, and when you do that, it's pretty much the end of the play. He drops him. It's going to be 4th down and long, and once again they'll punt. And the Eagles should get great field position out of this with Forrest back standing at the Riverside 40. So they might try to have a return on here.
That kick is shanked. It is short. It went. I mean, that's what one of my golf shots looks like.
So there's the sideline, and then there's a fence, and then there's a cement walkway, and then the bleachers, and it went into the bleachers, and I'm not sure. This might be like a 2-yard net punt. They're marking it out of bounds at the 16-yard line. It might have lost a yard on the punt. And I think he saw the pressure coming from his right side, and he might have angled it away because it looked like it was about to get blocked. 1st and 10 already in the quick card Decatur red zone.
2 receivers wide to each side. There's a snap. Handoff straight ahead to Graham. He's got some room to work with. Breaks a tackle, and he's into the end zone. 17-yard touchdown run for Abram Graham, and the Eagles are up 2 scores.
And one play on that drive, and he was hit, and the Riverside Eagle didn't wrap up the Decatur Eagle. And a nice individual effort there by Graham to spin off the tackler and then sprint to the end zone. It's already 13-0. We've played almost 4 minutes tonight.
Our second McLaughlin Supply touchdown, and upcoming, our second Decatur Tire extra point. Perfect snap, perfect kick, and it's 14-0 Decatur on your James Wood scoreboard. We'll be back with more Decatur Eagle football after this.
Is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Injuries happen and you want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40-plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast-track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Wise Family Practice.
Your Parker Properties kickoff is away. It's out of bounds as Decatur kicks off for the 3rd time already here with not even 4 minutes gone in the ballgame. They lead 14-0. Rob, you got a Teresa Mater scoring summary for us on that one? It should be quick.
One play, 15 yards. How long did it take him to run those 15 yards, buddy? 13 seconds off the clock is what statistician Buddy Kirkland says. It was a 15-yard touchdown run by Graham. The Aldapi extra point was good. And it makes the score 14-0. Decatur Tire extra point was good.
Ball spotted on the 30-yard line after the kick went out of bounds. That's as far toward the other end zone, far in. How do you even say that? That's the best field position Carter-Riverside has had on any play thus far.
If you're watching on YouTube, we know the clock. We're trying to catch the clock back up. We had a little mishap in the commercial break.
On first down, they throw it to the far side, complete it to number 1, Cole Hamilton, but he's pushed out of bounds for no gain.
Yeah, a bunch of Eagles over there. One of the first ones was Keaton Good. We called his name a lot last week over in Graham. And Eagles defense have held Riverside now in a negative yardage for the night, and I bet they're hoping they can continue that trend.
Second down, 10. Mena talks to his offensive line. Gets his running back set in a pistol formation. It's a snap. Play fake. And Mena is just smashed by Bowden Portales. He got the ball away. It's going to be incomplete, but that play had no chance.
It's taken all 5 of the Riverside linemen to block our 3 down linemen, so our linebackers are just free to do what they want to. And right there, as you mentioned, Portales, he was untouched and right in Mena's face. And Mena was able to get it away for an incomplete pass, save the yardage. But it's 3rd and 10 again for the Carter-Riverside Eagles.
Ball on the right hash, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now the Eagles look to a sideline for a play change from their coaching staff, and Mena will head up to his offensive line, bark some instructions. Now he moves his running back from his right side to his left. There's your snap. Play fake. Mena under pressure, rolls right, being chased. He's going to head out of bounds at the 33-yard line. And it's well short of the first down.
Better job that time. They gave Mena a few seconds to find a receiver, but Keegan Hatchell got loose and was in the backfield and flushed Mena from the pocket, chased him out of bounds. He gained 4 yards there. It's going to be another punting situation here in the first quarter. The score 14-0 Decatur, and about to get the ball back.
Mena, the quarterback, also the punter. And Caden Forrest stands at the Decatur 36-yard line. That snap is high. Nice grab by the punter, Mena, to even get it away. It hits at the Carter-Riverside 45. It takes a nice bounce for Carter-Riverside all the way back to the Decatur 40. And believe it or not, halfway through the first quarter, we're going to have our first snap in Decatur territory of the night.
Caden Cobb, he was right there again, just almost was able to block the punt. He ran in, he hit the punter's leg. The official was sitting right there and watched it as the punter went down, and I watched the official stare at him, make sure nothing was wrong, and he didn't throw the flag, so it's 1st and 10 Decatur.
Ross from a shotgun, going to throw it looking left. Throws it complete to Berg on the far side, and he's down the sideline. Chase Berg still on his feet. He could go all the way, and it's going to be nope, they called him out.
Said he stepped out of bounds at the 33, but he might have been trying to squeak behind a block there or something. There was no reason to. That was the only chance to stop him, and I guess the Riverside Eagle was able to push him out of bounds or get him to step on the white line. It's 1st down.
Still a Christian Heston 1st down. Pistol formation for the Eagles on 1st and 10. Handoff. This one's to Milligan, and Milligan breaks down the far sideline, and he's going to score. It's an Eagle touchdown, a 34-yard scamper for Jake Milligan.
Wow, that play almost didn't have a chance. Number 9 for the Riverside Eagles, Alex Ramirez, a senior. He was in the backfield and had a chance to make the tackle. He was the only chance. Once we got past him, it was smooth sailing to the end zone, and with 7:25 to go here in the first quarter. Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. It's 20-0. The Decatur Tire extra point upcoming.
Aldape's extra point is good. And with 7:25 still to go in the Rosenbaum Dental first quarter, Decatur 21, Carter-Riverside 0. We'll be right back.
Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
Hey, it's Casey Carroll over the Caraway team. I'm here on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
Nice! What are you doing?
I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. As Decatur has a 21-0 lead, and your Parker Properties kickoff, your fourth one so far of this game already, is away, and it's fair caught by number 2, Keontae Stiff.
Teresa made her State Farm drive summary, another short one, 2 plays, 60 yards, took 25 seconds off the clock. It was a 34-yard Jake Milligan McLaughlin's applied touchdown. The Aldapi extra point was good, and with 7:19 to go in the Rosenbaum Dental first quarter, 21-0.
Nice. I got a little out-of-town scores. They're not really out of town. I guess they're way out of town. In the only game,
state?
Yeah, out of state. Brought to you by Outlaw Equine. The Cowboys leading the Giants 7-3. First and 10 for Carter-Riverside from their own 25. Play fake and pass here to the near side. In and out of the hands of number 6, Elijah Cortinez. Sam Cannon on the defense.
Yeah, if Sam Cannon gets his eyes around, he might end up with a pick 6. He saw where the receiver was, and he went to tackle him, and it's probably what Coach Huff tells him to do, but the ball.
It was in the air a long time.
It was in the air a long time. It was a long throw over to the sideline.
It was coming right at me, and I was like, man, somebody's going to take that one and take it home to mama.
Yeah, the running back in number 8, Timmy Edisoji.
He'll carry it on 2nd and 10, and he won't carry it very far, maybe about a foot.
Yeah, he got stood up, and he's on those pass plays. He's not able to go out in a pass route because he's needed to stay in and try to give Mina a little bit of time to throw and be an extra blocker. So defense is playing good so far. 3rd down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Do we have a quarterback change? Is that number 11? Jonah Yepes?
Number 12.
12?
Jacob Galindo.
So Galindo now at quarterback. 3rd down 10. He'll roll to his right, being chased. He's going to throw it, and it's incomplete. I think he was looking for Mateo Chacon, but that one's going to go out of bounds. Keaton Good was in on the coverage, and it's going to be another punting situation for Carter-Riverside.
Yeah, Mina's going to come back in and punt, so he's not injured. Maybe just changing things up, seeing if Galindo could provide a spark, but it's going to be 3 and out. They'll punt it once again. 4th 3 and out of the night in a consecutive for the Riverside Eagles. And once again, the Eagles return man, Caden Forrest, standing at the 50. The Renshaw Drug.
50-yard line. Drug 50. That snap is high, and it's over Mina's head, and this one's going to be blocked, and it goes into the end zone. It was Caden Cobb who blocked it, and
82, that's Jackson
Hogan.
What do you call that, a block 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been saying he's going to get one. Caden Cobb, he finally got one there, and thanks to a bad snap, but he thought he was going to get a touchdown out of it. He mishandled it.
Yeah.
Luckily, we were able to fall on it on the end zone. If not, it would have brought us all the way back to the 25 on the touchback.
Well, our 4th McLaughlin.
I guess it would have been a safety.
Touchdown.
It would have been a safety.
The Decatur Tire extra point attempt upcoming. And Aldape boots another one right between the uprights. And it's 28-0 Decatur on your James Wood scoreboard, still with 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in your Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. We'll be right back.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, as the Eagles up big already, 28-0, with 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Teresa made a scoring summary. A blocked punt for a touchdown. It's been a long time since I've seen one of those that makes the score 28-0. Eagles are kicking off, but Eagle Eye Buddy said to watch for something tricky on the return. He saw something on the sideline.
El Dape's Parker Properties kickoff is away, and high and deep and fair caught by Cole Hamilton. Keontae Stiff, excuse me.
I think the hang time on that kick might have spoiled their plans. They might have had a little reverse action going and hung up there so long he finally said, I'm going to fair catch this and get it to the 25.
Ball be placed on the 25.
So that's where Carter-Riverside will start. I'm trying to count right here. It's fifth possession?
Fifth, yeah. They've had 3 punts. I don't know that they're in positive yardage yet in offense. They've had a penalty mixed in there and then negative plays.
Jacob Galindo's going to stay in at quarterback, a 2-back set now, and they'll hand it off. Couldn't catch a number there, but that's a nice little run. Gain of 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, that was number 8, Adedoji on the carry. Had a nice block there, was able to. It might have been their longest play of the night. Was it 3 yards?
I think it was.
Yeah, so it gets them in front of the chains at least. 2nd down and 8 is what the scoreboard's going to say here at Scarborough Hanley Field in Fort Worth.
Trey Colton, the other back, a junior running back in there with Galindo and Edisoji on 2nd and 8. Now Galindo looks to the sideline for a play change. He'll speak to his offensive line, reset. 2 receivers wide right. There's your snap, play fake. Galindo's going to throw it. It's incomplete. Over the top of number 3, Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, that ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage by one of the Decatur D linemen, I believe, and that helped it sail high. But 3rd and long, 3rd and 8, they're going to need to get to the 35-yard line if they want to get their first down of the night. Clock has stopped with 5:07 to go here in the first quarter. It's 28-0 Decatur. There's been all Eagles so far tonight.
All Eagles and no Eagles. Either way you look at it. On 3rd and 8, draw play to Colton. He's out across the 30. Another nice gain, but not enough, and it's going to be another punting situation for Carter-Riverside. But the way things are going on that end, I think I might just go for it.
Trey Colton, the junior running back, had a nice run right there, got up to the 30, but still going to bring up 4th and 5. They haven't committed to punting yet. Now they're going to send in a new unit. I don't see a play clock around here, do you?
I do not.
So it's going to be 4th and 5 and their 6th punt of the night.
That might be a record. And we still got 4 minutes left in the first quarter. We got whistles. Delay a game.
I knew it seemed like it was taking a long time to get either the play in or the punt unit in. And, man, just when they had 5 yards on their, I guess, statistically their best drive so far, they get the delay a game, backs them back to the 25 and probably back into net negative yardage on the night.
Good snap. This punt's high, a little short. Hits at the 45, takes a Carter-Riverside bounce, but Forrest going to return it. He's out inside the 35-yard line, still on his feet, and pushes his way down to the Carter-Riverside 27.
Caden Cobb is addicted now. Did you see him lay out for that punt? He came from the other side this time. The other ones, he was still on his feet, sticking his hands out there. This time he Supermaned it across there. He is addicted to block punts now, so watch for him. Great field position for the Eagles. They'll have it at the Riverside 28-yard line.
Jamari Fletcher in the backfield for the Eagles for the first time tonight. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, and an H-back along the right side of the offensive line. Snap is back. Play fake. Looking for Caden Forrest, and it's off his right hand and bobbled and incomplete.
Good throw from Ross, and I think we might have been peeking to that red turf in the end zone and just didn't haul the ball in. And that's one thing we did last week, drop some balls that we probably shouldn't have, and that was one of them. We shouldn't have dropped that ball. That stuff needs to be cleaned up as we get this far into the season.
Force will come in motion from right to left. There's your snap. Ross looks to throw it, looking over the middle, throws over the middle. It's incomplete and intercepted. That's number 24, Ivan McNear.
Yeah, Jed had number 29, Hunter Hale, wide open on the left flat. He ran a crossing route, and he was free on that left side. But I think he was already locked in on the right side. It was tipped by by Decatur, then tipped by a Riverside player, and then intercepted and returned to the 20. So a turnover on first down. It's going to be Riverside football.
The Riverside Eagles huddling on their sideline. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in your Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. Decatur leads this ball game 28-0, and other than that play, it has been all Decatur blue.
3:30 on the clock. Yeah, it has been all Decatur tonight.
Let's see. It's still Galindo at quarterback, who's replaced Mina after, I think, 3 series. 2 receivers split wide right. Now we've got some whistles. We've got a Trinity Realty timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back with more Decatur Eagle football after this.
Or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Carter-Riverside has it, 1st and 10 from their own 20. They trail Decatur 28-0. Straightaway give, and that Decatur defense has no give. No gain, maybe a loss of 1.
Yeah, Edisoji got the football and looked up, and there's 3 white jerseys waiting for him at the line of scrimmage, and the Riverside line is just not getting much push for him, and it's taken 5 guys to block 3. Like I said earlier, our linebackers are, I don't know that they've been touched yet tonight. But the clock continues to run, under 3 minutes now here in the first quarter, but it's been all Decatur tonight, 28-0. Still probably better than watching the Cowboys.
I have to check that score here in a minute. 2nd down, 11. Galindo. He'll hand it off to Edisoji again. He'll work his way across the line of scrimmage. Gain of 2, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for Carter-Riverside.
It looks like number 15, Wesley Morton, in on the tackle. And a pretty good run. It's going to be, the coach would like to see him hit the hole just a little bit harder, but to his credit, he doesn't really know where the hole's going to be because Decatur's been clogging him up all night. 3rd down and 9 for Riverside with a backup quarterback in the ball game, and now we've got movement before the snap.
That was big number 78, Joseph Rosales.
That is a big kid, and do you see the letters next to his name? He might be their biggest lineman. And that dude is a freshman, so he's got to be.
Is he really?
He's got to be probably 15 max. I mean, it's still September. He might still be 14, but he is probably their biggest lineman playing left tackle.
After that penalty, it'll be 3rd down and 15. Galindo under pressure, throws it incomplete, almost intercepted. Let's see who that was. I think it might be Heston. Yeah, a little bit too low, but it'll be 4th down and 15. I got one outlaw equine score. from tonight, and that is the Bridgeport Bulls starting the second quarter trailing Carrollton Ranchview 21-0.
This Decatur defense smells blood. I mean, they're pinning their ears back, and coming number 50, Daniel Rocha. He was in the backfield thinking he's going to get a big sack, and, Galindo in the backfield, he's just under all kinds of pressure.
Mena back to punt. Forrest stands on the Carter-Riverside 45 to collect it. No pressure there. That punt's away. It's short. It's going to hit about the 30-yard line. It takes a Decatur bounce and continues, and it rolls inside the 20. Carter-Riverside letting it roll.
Mena had to come up and stop it. The kid that was standing there, he was letting it roll, which is good, but it was going the wrong way.
Wrong direction.
Man, okay, so I don't know that the down marker moved. It might have been a net, like
0,
maybe 1. So plus 19 on the field position, 1st and 10, already inside the quick carb Decatur red zone.
Pistol formation for the Eagles from the left hash. 2 receivers right. Play fake to Fletcher. Ross looks to throw it. He's looking in the end zone for Berg. He's got him. Touchdown. 20-yard strike from Jed Ross to Chase Berg.
Made that look easy. And that was just pitch and catch. Chase Berg was wide open across the middle of the field. He just ran a little post route and that's practice. I mean, there was no defender. I don't know if there's a mix-up in coverage, but there was nobody within 10 yards of him. And, I mean, the 4-on-4 team we saw before the game could have completed that.
Your McLaughlin Supply touchdown followed by a successful Decatur Tire extra point. And it is 35-0 with still 1 minute to go in your Rosenbaum Dental first period. We'll be back with more Decatur Eagle football after this.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wranglering cattle or kiddos, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to protect all fellow Texans and all Texan ways of life. Stop by and visit with Kelly Lynch, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, or Monty Houston in our Decatur office located across the street from James Wood Motors, or visit with Lisa Bryant at our office in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Welcome back to Scarborough Hanley Field here on the east side of Fort Worth, Texas, as Decatur taking a commanding lead here in your Rosenbaum Dental first quarter, 35-0.
We've run 9 plays.
Really?
9.
9 plays and 5 touchdowns?
9.
Wow.
Still have a minute left in the first quarter. And the worst field position of the night has been our own 40.
Your Parker Properties kickoff is away. It's high. It'll be fielded at the 7. Bobbled, now recovered. Out across the 25, and this nice return out to the 35-yard line, trying to get a number. That was number 8. Oh, that's a running back.
Adesoji. The other kid was calling for a fair catch, and he didn't call a fair catch. He caught it and took it up the sideline. A nice return by Adesoji, and it's going to be their best field position of the night. Up past the 30 to the 36.
It was an opportunity to see Adesoji without 5 Decatur defenders standing in front of him, and he's got a little something to him.
Yeah, it's going to be up to those big guys up front. They're going to have to find a way to block the Decatur defensive front and maybe a linebacker or 2.
Mena back at quarterback now. Pistol formation, Adesoji behind him. Decatur in a blitz, play fake. It's Lane Heston, and he's all over Mena and sacks him for a loss.
Well, Adesoji, there must have been a mix-up there because Adesoji went behind Mena, and then Mena was dropping back to pass, and he hit him in the back and forced him into, kind of held him up for Lane, and Lane was like, oh, I'll take the help. Yes, sir. The Riverside's going to let the first quarter end, and they're going to talk about this and see if they can't come up and fix some of those mistakes in quarter number 2. Thanks to Rosenbaum Dental for bringing us the first. We'll take a break. This is Eagles football presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation.
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, Professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Injuries happen.
On second down, Carter-Riverside will hand it off, and Bowden Portales in the backfield drops Edisoje for a loss. I'm sorry, that's Trey Colton for a loss.
Third and long for the Riverside Eagles. 35-0 Decatur leads as we start the second quarter. The Big Blue Band is here. They brought the big 18-wheeler. They were here earlier, and they sound fantastic.
So on third down and 19, Mena, play fake, under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. I mean, he was sacked. Wesley Morton and also Keegan Hatchell, they had a Mena sandwich in the backfield. That's a huge loss, and it'll bring up another punting situation for Carter-Riverside.
Hatchell back there. Morton was back there. Also 44, Bowden Portales. They all met at the quarterback. It is another big loss, and, you know, the Riverside line is just, they've got to find a way to give the quarterback and the running back some room to operate. It's if they can't do that, it's going to be a long, long night.
I think it's going to be. I'm no expert.
Well, we got our return man in positive yardage standing at the Riverside 49. They're running a guy on late here on the punt team. And another one.
Yeah. They're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, so they said there are play clocks in the end zone, but they are not working. And we spotted them now. We see them there. And so they're keeping it on the field, and, you know, I guess to the coaches and players' defense, they don't know how much time is on the play clock.
Mena takes the snap, his punt's away. It's another short one. It's going to be out of bounds here on the near side, just across the 30-yard line, and Decatur's going to have very, very good field position yet again as we start this NRS second quarter.
Now, Decatur will have it first and 10 at the Riverside 33. Is this our best? No. We're just leading 35-0 and just about to run our 10th play of the night. We've scored on one play, two plays, one play, three plays. Those are the 5 drives we've had. Oh, and a block punt 6.
Pistol formation, play fake. Ross is going to throw it toward the far side, complete to Berg. Makes a move on a defender, breaks a tackle. He works his way down inside the quick card red zone down to the 15, and Decatur in business already.
Yeah, Berg, he was doing some fancy stepping over there on the sideline trying to juke the defender and couldn't get him to bite too hard. Got up to the 15-yard line. Quick card Decatur red zone. It's first down and 10.
Andrew Ramirez will split wide left. Pintoja is an H-back on the left side, and it's Forrest and Berg split wide right. Now Forrest will come in motion. Straightaway handoff to Graham. Makes one defender miss, and he's going to get it inside the 10, short of the line to gain. It'll be second down, maybe 2 or 3.
Keontae Stiff on the tackle. He was able to grab Graham's jersey and hold on with one hand to bring him down. Second down and about 3, like you mentioned, inside the 10.
There's a snap. Quick pass complete to Graham in the flat on the right, and he's across the goal line for another McLaughlin supplied touchdown.
Chase Berg on the edge getting a good block to allow him to get across the goal line. And 41-0 here, still in the first half. It's been all Decatur, and still we'll look at the stats, buddy. Are they in positive? Do they have positive yardage yet? I don't think they've got a first down. We'll get it in a moment. One play? No, 2 plays.
Edwin Eldape, your Decatur Tire extra point is good. Oh, we got a flag. A little motion. Illegal procedure on the Eagles. We'll move them back 5 and re-kick it.
2 plays, 33 yards on that drive. Eldape will get another chance at the Decatur Tire extra point.
Outlaw Equine brings you some scores, and one of them is the Dallas Cowboys against the New York Giants. Cowboys ahead 14-6 in what some people call a must-win for the boys. There's your snap. Eldape's kick this time is also good. No flags on the field. And on your scoreboard, it's 42-0 Decatur with 8:50 to go before half. We'll be right back with more Decatur Eagle football.
You want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and top-tier performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40-plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast-track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top tier performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, as we get ready for our umpteenth Parker Properties kickoff in the first half here tonight. It's away and fielded at the 1. It is Adesoji. He's still on his feet. I couldn't tell if they fair caught it or.
Well, Keontae Stiff was back there waving his hands with all he had, trying to get a fair catch, and Adesoji says, no, I'm returning this thing. Even after Adesoji caught it, Stiff was looking at the official, still waving his hand, saying, yeah, we want a fair catch.
That's what I thought.
It's going to be 1st and 10 out at the 15, I think, or 16 is where they're going to mark him. And I don't know if there's a mix-up there. Maybe Adesoji is just saying, I'm not fair catching it. I don't care what coach says. I have a feeling it's probably not what's happening. He's going to try to make a play on it, and can't blame him.
No.
He's thinking, this is the furthest I've been from a Decatur player. I'm running the football.
That's right.
42-0. James Wood scoreboard. Eagles lead in the second quarter.
Galindo back in at quarterback now in a shotgun. He'll hand it off to Adesoji, and he doesn't have anywhere to go this time.
There was a hole right in front of him, and it closed quick. No gain on the play. 2nd down, and they're going to mark it 9, so a gain of 1 on the play there for Adesoji. With Galindo, the quarterback, I wonder if they're running a 2-quarterback system or if they're just letting somebody else get some snaps.
Across the defensive front for the Eagles, you got 34 Wiley Stone, 41 Reese Remington, and 88 Ray Martinich. 2nd down, 9. Galindo moves Adesoji from his right to his left. There's a snap. Galindo's going to throw it. It's complete on the far side, and plenty of Eagles around, and no gain.
It's complete to number 3, Robert Rodriguez, a senior over there on the edge, and the Decatur Keaton Good was closing in on him, and he missed a tackle. Who did come up with the tackle there?
I thought that was Keaton Good to make the
Good,
tackle.
okay, maybe it was. I was only looking through my binoculars right at it and don't have the right number for you, so sorry about that. Now 78 has moved to left guard. He was playing left tackle earlier. The freshman, Joseph Rosales. Now he's moved to left guard for Carter-Riverside.
3rd down, 8. Galindo in a shotgun. Adesoji comes in motion, and it's going to be a pass complete. And I think we might have our first down for Carter-Riverside. That's complete to Mateo Chacon. And that is all the way out to the 32-yard line.
Hey, first down for Carter-Riverside. Jacob Galindo, he had Keaton Good right in his face and threw it right over his head. And the screenplay was set up nice. A nice run after the catch by Chacon. It's going to be 1st and 10, Carter-Riverside at the 32.
2 receivers wide to each side. Galindo's going to throw it again. It's complete here on the near side. This is to Cole Hamilton. That's two really nice plays in a row for Carter-Riverside. Gain of probably 6 on the play.
Just a quick pass out in the flats and able to complete it. We got him pushed out of bounds short of the first down marker. They've got 1 first down on the night. This brings up 2nd down and about 5.
Your secondary for the Eagles, Sam Cannon and Kaysen Cooper at corner. Colton Brazil and Jace Watson are your safeties. Carter-Riverside heads to the line of scrimmage. Galindo from a shotgun. And the ball's on the turf. It's recovered there. They just didn't make the exchange. It looks like Shane Elisegwe recovers a fumble for the Eagles.
That's who it was. He jumped on it, and they had brought in number 11, Jonah Yepes, a big bruising back to try to lead block for Adesoji, and
it was a Nopez instead of a Yepes. You got to come up with something, man.
Eagles have great field position, 1st and 10 at the Riverside 33. Already leading 42-0.
2-back set. They'll hand it to Milligan. He makes 1 defender miss, gets inside the 30 down to the 29.
We talked with Coach Huff before the game, and we asked him, kind of what happens if this thing
he didn't even want to go there.
Gets to this point, and he said, "Well, we got to figure out some stuff on our own." And he's talking to him the last couple of weeks. He's not.
Handoff, Milligan again, straight up, and hardly any gain, maybe none. Makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 6.5 for the Eagles.
He's just doesn't seem like he's thinking the boys have done what they're capable of doing. And he said against Denison they got it rolling, but these other ones we've been in it.
On 3rd down, Ross is going to throw complete to Riggins here on the near side. He breaks away. Can he make it to the corner of the end zone? No. We pushed out of bounds by number 45, Christian Wilden.
That's a big, good-looking freshman for the Riverside Eagles. Wilden pushes him out of bounds inside the 5. It's another quick carve Decatur, but there's a flag.
Yep.
It's going to come back.
Everybody's walking back this direction. Chop block.
And we've got
we seem to get one of those almost every game.
Got Anthony Payton up on top of this press box bringing you the video. We got Buddy Kirkland on the stats over here.
Guess who running the computer?
And not me and not you.
That's right.
And we've even got a clock this week.
That's right.
Hey, do we call him by name or should we wait till next week?
We just call him the mystery man.
That's good enough for me.
It could be like, kind of like Charlie's Angels where you never saw his face. No, it's Hunter Donahue, ladies and gentlemen. He's too good looking not to mention.
He's doing a great job up here. 3rd and long for the Eagles.
Snap is back. Ross rolls to his right. Counter draw to Milligan. He's got plenty of room. Still on his feet. Milligan inside the 20. I think Milligan is going to score, and he will. A 42-yard touchdown for Jake Milligan, and the Eagles are in the end zone again.
Is that his 2nd touchdown of the night? And that was long distance. Ross was rolling out to his right, and just a counter draw, and it was wide open for him. And nice scamper from 42 yards out makes the score
48, almost 49.
Okay. I thought we were already at that number.
No.
48-0.
Well, we had one called back pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Another McLaughlin Supply touchdown. And Aldape, he's going to be getting sore here, I think, here in a minute. The Decatur Tire extra point. Snap is down, and the extra point is good. And it's 49-0. 3:35 left before halftime. We'll be back with more Decatur Eagle football after this.
Hey, it's Kaysen Carroll with the Caraway team. I'm here on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
face! What are you doing?
I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, as the Eagles way ahead of Carter-Riverside tonight, 49-0, with 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in your NRS second quarter.
Teresa Mader State Farm drive summary for the 7th time tonight. 3 plays, 42 yards, a 42-yard touchdown run from Jake Milligan. We started at the 33, but a penalty put us back to the 42, and that's where he took it in. 3 plays, 55 seconds, and that matches our longest drive of the night. 3 plays, Pat.
Wow.
Thanks to Teresa Mader State Farm. You know, Teresa Mader State Farm has been...
They've been with us since day one.
Day one, and if you remember on day one, there wasn't many.
No. It was, I don't know. I can't remember. I remember you almost quit. We didn't have a broadcast, and I talked you into staying.
Now we're going to get a fair catch called back there, and they took, I guess, new return guys. They got back there Mateo Chacon, and then the kid that caught the football is number 2. He's the one that's been wanting the fair catch call all night. That's Keontae Stiff, and they get it 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Whew. My goodness.
Scout Player of the Week, Jackson Barker. That's what they got on the screen. Is he on this team? Or? Oh, I guess he's on the JV. So he's on the scout team.
So 1st and 10, Carter-Riverside from their own 25. It's Galindo at quarterback. He'll hand it off to Edesoji. I messed that one up. Edesoji. And he's across the line of scrimmage, barely, maybe for a yard, and pushed backwards by the Decatur defense.
Yeah, they're going to give him a couple on the carry there. Scarborough Hanley Field here in Fort Worth. It's really I was wondering what we were getting into. We come over here because I couldn't get much information on it, but it's really a nice place. There's no track, so you're close to everything. It does have some age on it. It was built in 1946. And when this thing was 20-something years old, somebody on the broadcast team scored a touchdown in this stadium.
I was 49 years ago, and it would be me. I scored in the south end zone down here, and we'll go into all those details here in a minute because it was something to be seen. Deep pass by Galindo, looking for Chacon, and had he been able to reel that one in, it would have been by far the longest gain of the night for Carter-Riverside.
I think it was going to be a touchdown because both Decatur Eagles ran into each other and fell down. Sam Cannon
hobbling off,
shaking up on the play. He's going to leave, and coming in for him, Kaysen Cooper. Now, Mr. Lackey made it to the press box.
So
he got on to me last week for my somewhat shout out. So high school principal, Mr. Lackey's here tonight. He made the trip. And he's going to be at the volleyball game tomorrow.
On 3rd and 8, Galindo's going to throw it. Looking here to the near side, and that's just too high. Looking for number 1, Cole Hamilton. He'll bring up 4th down in another punting situation for Carter-Riverside. But literally, it was 1974, 5, and 6 that I was playing Pee Wee football. We lived over here on the east side, and this was a grass field. Everything else looks pretty much the same. But the old Toy Bowl was the last game of the year, and we played it over here at Hanley Field. It's like going down memory lane for me.
Hey, Jacob Galindo, do you see a sidearm delivery there?
I did.
And it went over the head. But I think number 1, Cole Hamilton, was making a business decision on that.
Mina's punt is away. It hits at the Renshaw Drug 50. Takes a Carter-Riverside bounce, and they'll down it at the Decatur 41-yard line with 1:20 to go before halftime.
Oh, man. What do we do now? Start reading labels?
I could tell you Pee Wee football stories.
Well, we've got some highlights of that game.
I mean,
19. What year did you say?
If we have highlights, my dad. Shout out to my dad, Poppy, if he's still listening. If we do have highlights, they're on Super 8 film. We do have some. I wish I could pull them out. Two-back set for the Eagles. 1st and 10 from their own 41. Straightaway give to Fletcher. Works his way inside across the line of scrimmage and across midfield. His shoe comes off. Somebody's does. And Fletcher all the way down to the Carter-Riverside 45.
It's going to be a gain of 14 on the play. I thought that was his cast that came off, but it was somebody's shoe. Fletcher with the big cast on his right hand, so he has to carry it in his left hand. And it's going to be Krisha Heston, who we see over there about 3 rows up on the visitor side. She's on her phone right now, actually.
She's probably texting me. She asked me how it was going here in the press box. I said, bueno. Handoff again to Fletcher, and he fumbles it. That's going to be picked up by number 77, Sal Maldonado. I don't know whether that cast was a factor right there, but Fletcher got bottled up, and he was trying to gain some extra yards, and the ball just squirted out. It's going to be 2nd down and long for Decatur.
Having to carry it with his left hand because if you're carrying it with that big cast, it's a big old cast, it looks like, from up here, and it's going to be hard to hang on to a football and put it on the turf. Luckily, we were able to hold on to it. 2nd long.
Quick pass on the far side, complete to Berg. He's across midfield, got some space, works his way toward the Carter-Riverside 40, and that's where they'll stop him. That'll be 3rd and manageable for Decatur.
Gain of about 12 on the play. It's going to bring up, like you said, 3rd down, and that's going to be the last play of the first half. The clock is going to run out here in the first half. Thanks to NRS for bringing us the 2nd quarter. It's halftime here at Scarborough-Hanley Field. The Decatur Eagles lead 49-0 over the Riverside Eagles. And it ought to be a happy locker room for the Decatur Eagles when they go in at the half. And Coach Pleasant from Riverside, he's got some coaching to do there at halftime, see if he can get his linemen to give his back some time. We'll talk about that at the halftime. We'll have stats. Big Blue Band's coming up. They're getting ready. We'll take a break and come back with the Big Blue Band. This is Eagles football presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation.
Eagles.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to protect all fellow Texans and all Texans and ways of life. Stop by and visit with Kelly Lynch, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, or Monty Houston in our Decatur office located across the street from James Wood Motors, or visit with Lisa Bryant at our office in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Welcome back to Eagles football. It is 49-0 here at the half as the Eagles lead Carter-Riverside. And the Eagle Dolls are about to perform. Then the Big Blue Band will have that before we start our halftime show, buddy. But sometimes we have trouble just showing the Eagle Dolls because the music they play, it gets us in trouble with YouTube. If we just play it, because a lot of it's trademarked or copyright, and so we've got a few strikes on us on YouTube because of that. So if you're wondering why we don't just shut up, we're trying to keep from getting in trouble with YouTube. But at least you can see them. They do a great job.
Yes, they do.
And they look great here in Fort Worth tonight on a beautiful night here at Hanley Field. Man, it's been all Eagles, and we'll get into that after the Big Blue Band marches here at Hanley Field. Scored on all but 2 possessions. The last possession of the half, the clock ran out, and then the interception. But we made up for it the one before that where we got the block six. And
the block 6 was executed very well, and we knew we were going to get one just by the first few plays. You could tell that our linemen, our end rushers, were zeroing in, and it was just a matter of time. Combination of high snap plus the speed of our end rushers getting around. One was going to be blocked tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah, we talked about that, and then Cobb was addicted to it. He laid out for 1 or 2 after that, and then the coaches said, "All right, we're not going to do that to him."
Yeah.
And able to, let him get the punt away, set up our punt return, and get some experience. And now in the second half, these kind of games, you've had some sloppy things take place the first 4.5 games. And now you're wanting to clean some of that up, as I was kind of leading to there. We talked with Coach Huff, and he acts like he didn't say this, but he just kind of seems like he wants these boys to get work doing what we need them to do, not taking plays off, taking the half off, not really running up the score, but got to do our stuff because we've got important games ahead of us.
Yes, we do. And he wanted the boys to know how to take what the defense gives them, how to adjust. And that's very important as the season gets longer.
Big Blue Band is about to take over here at Hanley Field, and we will turn our crowd mic up here in just a moment. And we've got some I wondered who was in the purple shirts in front of the press box. Well, the back says band. The front of their shirt has the TCU Horned Frog logo, so it looks like some members of the TCU band are here to watch tonight. All right, here's the Big Blue Band.
With a 100% passing rate is 6 weeks. And your band member of the week is Isabella Rodriguez. The BB&B is under the direction of Ginger Dillard, Caleb Hesser, Eric Lawson, Holly McNeil, and Eric McNeil. Thank you to our sponsor, Wise Family Urgent Care. Now please sit back and enjoy Dan Zone.
That's the Decatur Big Blue Band, and as they continue to add to their show each week and prepare for UIL marching contest coming up probably in the next month, I would guess, 3 weeks, I would say. We'll get that information, but great job by them here in Fort Worth. We'll step aside and take a break, come back with our halftime show. It's 49-0 at the half. This is Eagles football on the Decatur Sports Network.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Welcome back to Eagles football here at the half. The Eagles lead at 49-0, and we'll turn it over to our lead statistician, Buddy Kirkland, who's been tracking all the Decatur stats tonight and some of the Riverside stats. What do you have on that stat machine?
Well, let's see. Going first and foremost, we had 11 first downs. We got 8 rushes for 123 yards, 8 receptions for 124 yards. That's a pretty good balance. We're 8 out of 10 for completions. Ross has thrown 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. We've lost 1 fumble. We had a fumble that wasn't lost. We got it back. We've had 3 penalties for 29 yards in the first half. We're 1 for 2 on third down conversions, but we've only gotten a third down 2 or 3 times. As far as the hold on just a moment here. My screen just went blank.
Making sure this thing was still on.
It's still on. We're good. Sorry, folks. Sorry for the dead air. As far as rushing is concerned, Jake Milligan's our leading rusher, 4 carries for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. Abram Graham has 2 carries for 24 yards and a touchdown. Jamari Fletcher has 2 carries for 14 yards and a fumble. As far as passing stats are concerned, Jed Ross is 8 of 10 for 124 with 3 touchdowns and 1 interception that was kind of weird when we saw it. As far as receiving is concerned, Chase Berger, number 1, is our leading receiver, 5 catches, 82 yards, 2 scores. And Abram Graham has 2 catches for 32 yards and 1 touchdown. As far as our defense is concerned, Wesley Morton's doing a great job tonight. He's got 4 tackles. Keaton Good has 3. Lane Heston has 3. And Lane Heston has a 1 sack. And Wesley Morton assisted on that sack. So our defense has been getting back there. Their quarterback has let go of the ball several times just in time to not have to take the sack. As far as Carter-Riverside is concerned, as far as their rushing yardage, they've got they're minus 8 as far as rushing is concerned. They had an 8-yard plus and a 16-yard minus. So that gets you minus 8 yards rushing. As far as passing, Galindo is 3 of 8 for 21 yards, and Ricky Mina is 1 for 4 for 0. As far as their defense is concerned, you've got about 5 or 6 players with 1 tackle, and that's it. So the first half, all Decatur Eagles, of course. We'll look forward to another second half of some of the, I don't want to say the same thing, but I think we'll get a chance for some of the Eagles to get some work in as far as that goes. We have got a defensive line tonight that is just giving the Carter-Riverside Eagles fits. We're filling holes, filling gaps. A lot of times our linebackers are just running free. They've got nobody to deal with, so they're making quite a few of the tackles. So far, not what we didn't think would happen. It seems like it's going pretty much to plan. But I know Coach Huff wants to get our kids back out here in the second half and get them to work on some things that we haven't really gotten a chance to work on playing behind the sticks for the first part of the season. So with the exception of our Denison game, we've had some tough situations. So I think tonight's good for the team. It's good for the guys. They're going to get some experience in tonight. They're going to get some playing time in. This is the beginning of district for us. So we come into district with a record of 1-3, and tonight, if things keep going the way they're going, we'll get out of here with maybe a win. But we'll see what happens with that here in the next 24 minutes.
Well, we're getting out of here with a win. You can bet that. We'll take a break and come back with a recap of the first half. This is Eagles football on the Decatur Sports Network.
Injuries happen, and you want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and top-tier performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40-plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast-track to X-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top tier performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
Hey, it's Casey Carroll over the Caraway team. I'm here on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
Chase! What are you doing?
I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wranglering cattle or kiddos, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to protect all fellow Texans and all Texan ways of life. Stop by and visit with Kelly Lynch, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, or Monty Houston in our Decatur office located across the street from James Wood Motors, or visit with Lisa Bryant at our office in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Welcome back to Eagles football here at Hanley Field in Fort Worth. It's 49-0 as the Eagles lead here at the half. Turn that crowd mic up for me, will you? All right, looking at as we recap things here from Fort Worth in the first half, because the second half recap is going to be pretty short. Carter-Riverside started off the ball game at their own 25, a 3-and-out and punt. They went 3-and-out until, I guess they went 3-and-out almost every. No, they got a first down on one of them. Anyway, 3-and-out punt, lost 4 yards, punted to Decatur. Decatur got at the 46-yard line, went 3 plays, a minute 3 off the clock, capped off by a 9-yard touchdown pass from Jed Ross to Chase Berg. It made the score 7-0. Another 3-and-out from Riverside gave the Eagles great field position after a terrible punt. It was first down and 15 from the 15-yard line, or first and 10 from the 15-yard line. It was one play. It was a 15-yard touchdown by Abram Graham. And the Aldopi extra point was good, made it 14-0. Another 3-and-out from Riverside, and the punt was caught and downed at the 40-yard line, so the Eagles took over their only time in the first half. No, one of 2 times they took over in their own territory, but 2 plays and 60 yards later, 25 seconds off the clock, Jake Milligan takes it to the house from 34 yards out, making it 21-0, still with over 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Riverside took over at their own 25-yard line, a 3-and-out, but the Eagles' defense was able to get back there and block the punt. It was Caden Cobb on the block. He blocked it into the end zone. He just missed picking it up, and then who was it that Jackson Hogan? Is that who? He recovered it in the end zone for a touchdown, making the score 28-0. Another 3-and-out by Riverside after a 5-yard gain. The Eagles took over at the Riverside 28-yard line, 2 plays, but on that second play, it was an interception that went off our hands, went off the defender's hands, and then another defender was able to pick it off on the tip drill, and they returned it to the 20-yard line. They couldn't move the ball. 3-and-out resulted in another punt for the Riverside Eagles, and another punt that did not go their way. It was the Eagles taking over at the 19-yard line, and it took the Eagles just 1 play to score. 19 yards out, a touchdown pass from Jed Ross to Chase Berg. The Aldopi extra point was good, and at that point, the score was 35-0. Another 3-and-out by Carter-Riverside, and a punt gave the Decatur Eagles good field position at the Riverside 33. It was a 2-play drive this time, 2 plays, 33 yards, took 49 seconds off the clock. It was a 15-yard touchdown pass from Ross to Graham, making the score 42-0. On the next Riverside possession, it was a fumble that gave the Eagles good field position at the 33-yard line. It took the Eagles 3 plays, 55 seconds, went 42-yard touchdown run from Jake Milligan. Had a penalty or 2 in there to back us up to the 42, and that made it 49-0. A 3-and-out and a punt from Riverside. The Eagles took over, ran 3 plays, and the clock ran out in the first half, and that's how we got to 49-0. We were informed by the clock operator that it will be a running clock in the second half. It will stop for touchdowns, injuries, and timeouts. Other than that, it's going to run. So it will run on incomplete passes. So it's not going to be a 24-minute half, but it's going to be close to a 24-minute half. I'm going to say it's under 30, Pat. So, is Pat here? Where'd Pat go? Anyway. There you are.
I'm here. I was trying to look up some stuff to talk about Luther Scarborough, but
hey, we have some stuff to talk about. Coach Huff and his son.
Oh, yeah.
His son was, we'll talk about that on the other side of this break. We'll take a break and be back with more of the halftime show, but it's almost over because the clock here at Hanley Field says 3 minutes and 22 seconds.
I got one real quick shout-out because I got a text message from my main man, Tommy Williams. As always, one of our most dedicated listeners and watchers. Says a big thank you to you and your crew for bringing the ball game to us. Thanks, Pat. It's nice to hear from people back home in Wise County when we're out of town watching.
And we had special visitors here at Hanley Field.
Dolly and Pat. Yeah. Pat. Well, my parents, so I may have already said this, but I did play on this field several times when I was in Pee Wee football, and we lived on the east side. And my dad and my granddad were our coaches. So my mom and dad, this is old stomping grounds for the Wadlington family. And mom and dad, who live in North Richland Hills now, both 83 years old, made the trip over here and sat in the stands. I bet they hadn't been in Hanley Field. Well, it's been 49 years since I played on it, and I bet that's the last time they were here too.
And he was coaching.
Yes.
He was coaching it and had to come back. I bet it's changed. As you mentioned, in the 49 years, the trees around here have gotten bigger.
Yeah.
He's probably thinking, oh, them trees were just planted when we were here last. Hey, we have some shout-outs on our Facebook Live feed. Man, we were getting torched last week. We messed up. Didn't show all of the band.
Uh-oh.
And, yeah, it was
That's
bad.
a no-no.
Justin West is here. He says go Eagles. Amber Nicole Smith, Glenda Stone, Donna Jackson, Phyllis Taylor Shaw, looking at the Eagle Dolls. They did a great job. Also the Big Blue Band. Corrine Romero. So let's go Big Blue Band, marching band. Got some other ones in here. We've got Taylor Mincher, Angie Montgomery Browning watching, Ashley. Now, what is she doing watching? I thought we saw her on the sideline.
She's probably doing both.
I think she's watching at home. She
No,
says, "We'll see you at
no.
She says, "See you at homecoming." You know, I saw somebody over there.
She didn't make it here
in
today?
the end zone, and I thought somebody else. I thought it was her, but it was not her. Oh well. Ms. White, I wish I would have seen you here tonight, but I'll see you next week. Kay and Tommy Kirkland listen to us from Decatur. Shout out. What you got, Pat?
Nothing.
Oh, we didn't.
You want to take a break before we start the Triple T Windows third quarter?
Nah.
Oh, we're just going to.
Well, I was going to talk about the big blow-up tunnel, but we didn't even get it out to run through it here at the second half. When we started the game near the national anthem, we counted. There's 23 Carter-Riverside fans, but it's probably doubled since the national anthem on a Thursday night. You know, they've got, I think 3 or 4 stadiums they have to share here in this school district in 14 schools. And, you know, Carter-Riverside is playing here tonight, and a couple of them have to come to Decatur. Benbrook has to host some of their district. You know, Godley and those guys have to come up here. So it's probably a real chore trying to figure out how to schedule all these football games between 3 different stadiums. Now, when the Eagles come back to Fort Worth later in the season, it's not going to be at this stadium. It's going to be at a different one.
Clark.
So the Eagles will have it to start the second half, and as we mentioned, it will be a clock. Yep, just go to this one. Hunter Donahue is running the computer up here for us.
He is. The way this setup has made my life easier, way easier.
Not having to pack up right before kickoff makes it easier, too.
Go to the other side of the field, and then get yelled at for it.
For the first time tonight, we'll see the Riverside Eagles kickoff team. And back deep to receive for
Chase Berg and Caden Cobb.
Number 84 is Eric Gonzalez, a freshman.
Kicks away. It's kind of a knuckleball kick. It's Keaton Good with the return. He's around the corner on the far side. Takes it out to about the 40, maybe the 41-yard line.
Kind of a squib kick that stayed up in the air, went right to him. So probably 11 yards on that return yardage. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Eagles. And this is going to go by quick. It's clock already running. I wonder what we're going to see out of Coach Huff's Eagles here. We're still going to have Jed Ross.
All the starters still in right now. 2-back set. There's your snap, handoff. Graham straight ahead across the 40. Makes his way to the 45, gain of 5.
Getting off the ground there was big number 9, Alex Ramirez, a senior for the Riverside Eagles, making the tackle. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 5 yards. The ball spotted just on the 45-yard line.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. Now, Graham will motion out of the backfield. Ross rolls to his left, throws left, knocked down. Nice pass deflection by number 16, Alex Mantell.
Alex Mantell's a freshman, but next year when he's a sophomore, that's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah.
He reached out with his right hand and just knocked it away. And as he gets older, he's going to pick that and take it to the house. That was there for the picking. But
on 3rd and 5, the Eagles will hand it to Graham coming around the corner on the near side. He's got the first down across midfield, makes his way down to the Carter-Riverside 45-yard line.
Caden Forrest out on the edge providing the block that kind of sprung him for those extra yardage. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 at the Riverside 45-yard line.
Our first Christian Heston first down of the second half. Thank you to Triple T Windows for bringing us this third quarter. As the Eagle offense gets set, ball spotted on the left hash.
Hey,
Ross takes the snap, hands it to Milligan. Milligan's through the line of scrimmage, and he's got space and he's got speed, and he is going to score. Jake Milligan, 45-yard touchdown run to give the Eagles another McLaughlin Supply touchdown.
Third touchdown run of the night by Milligan, and it makes the score 55-0 with the Decatur Tire extra point coming up. And he was never touched. That was great blocking up front, and I don't know that anybody got within 3 or 4 yards of him. And another quick drive by the Eagles. We'll get that Teresa Mater State Farm drive summary for you here after the kickoff.
Jace Watson to hold the Decatur Tire extra point. There's your snap, and Eldape boots it right through the uprights, and it's 56-0 with 9:44 left in your Triple T Windows third quarter. We'll be back with more Decatur Eagle football after this.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation here at Luther Scarborough Hanley Field in East Texas. Or East Texas. Well, kind of depends on where you're at. East Fort Worth, as Decatur up big 56-0.
Under 9 minutes already here in the third quarter.
Moving a little faster than the first quarter did. Eldape's kickoff, the Parker Properties kickoff, fielded at the 7-yard line, brought out to the 20 and maybe the 21, 22-yard line. That was Keontae Stiff on the return.
He didn't call a fair catch. He was calling fair catches like crazy when the other kid was catching them, but he caught this one.
It was a halftime adjustment.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Brings it out to the 21.
All right, we'll see what the defense can do here. We mentioned at the half that the stats and that Riverside was, what did you say, still negative in the rushing. But I think they are in the positive in the passing.
It's going to be Mina at quarterback, the starter, to start off here for Carter-Riverside. 1st and 10. Handoff, and that's going nowhere. I think that was Wesley Morton with the first contact.
It's going to be a loss on the play. They're going to mark him back to the 20-yard line.
That was Edisoje on the carry again.
And it's 9 o'clock. You think the game will be over by 9:30? You got 7.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Nah, I'm just taking the under 9:30.
Second down and 11. Mina looking to throw it, throws it left, complete, but that is going to go nowhere. And is that Jacob Garcia? Jacob Garcia with a tackle for loss. Buddy Kirkland offspring, man. Woo! Got that DNA, baby.
Yeah, he said he was really fast when he was younger. And we see where Jacob gets it. He closed quickly. It's going to be a loss of 5 on the play. The play complete to Robert Rodriguez.
Let me just go ahead and say on the air, that does not surprise me at all, because Jacob Garcia can play some football. If he was about 3 inches taller and 25 pounds heavier, he would be a human wrecking machine.
3rd down and 15.
Mina at quarterback, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Play fake, under pressure, and that ball's That ball is incomplete. And I'm hearing from my right side that it was a corner blitz, and it was Jacob Garcia sandwiching him from the left and Keegan Hatchell on the right side.
Yeah, it took a minute for the officials to blow it dead. They thought maybe they're going to rule it a fumble, but they don't. It's going to bring up 4th down and another punting situation for Carter-Riverside.
Got some Outlaw Equine scores for you. I do have an update. 4th quarter, Bridgeport trails Carrollton Ranchview 35-7. Kennedale and Fort Worth Dunbar tied at 13 in the 3rd quarter. And last I looked, your Dallas Cowboys were leading 14-9 against the New York Giants. Mano with punting duties. This one's going to be high and short. It'll hit at the Carter-Riverside 40, take a Carter-Riverside bounce across the Renshaw-Drug 50. And they'll mark it at the Decatur 47.
Okay, so they haven't had a 3 and out on every possession, but they have punted on every possession so far, except for one where it was a fumble, and the Eagles were able to get on it. That was the second to last drive of the first half. So Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Is next week homecoming?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. At home, Friday night, 7-ish? 7?
So we got some changes on the Decatur offense. Caden Force at quarterback, Achilles Rivera at running back. I'll get some more names here for you. That's Fletcher on the carry up the middle. He'll go across midfield to the Carter-Riverside 48-yard line, gain of 5.
Number 22 from Riverside gets off there and flexes his muscles to the sideline. Vic Urita, the sophomore, was happy to get a tackle. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 for Decatur as they cross the Renshaw-Drug midfield stripe. 2nd down and 4.
Your receivers for Decatur, Jet Jenkins, number 16, number 14, Harrison Holmes, and Caden Cobb here on the left. Now that snap is back, and Forrest is just going to have to fall on it all the way back at the Decatur 34.
You don't have a new center. It's still Joe Finley in there center. I just think there was a mix-up in the backfield, and that kind of stuff is going to happen when you have mass substitutions like that. And checking out of the ball game there is going to be number 54, Elisegwe.
So 3rd down and 21 for the Eagles. By far their furthest distance behind the chains tonight. 2-back set with Rivera and Fletcher. Now Rivera motions out of the backfield, and it's going to be a delayed draw to Fletcher. He's out all the way across the Decatur 45, pushes his way right out to the Renshaw-Drug 50 and maybe 6 inches across. And that's going to bring up 4th down and about 7. I would imagine the Eagles would punt, but maybe not.
Fletcher felt somebody grab him, and he used that big old cast on his right hand to help secure the ball. He didn't want to fumble it, and still drug him another 7 yards. And where's Coach Huff? Oh, he's looking to the sideline, giving some hand signals.
They are going to go for it on 4th down and 6 from the Carter-Riverside 49. Now Fletcher motions out of the backfield, and it's a delayed draw this time to Rivera, and he's met at the 45, and I think he's going to be
just short, I believe.
Yep, I think about 6 inches short.
Yep. He's coming running in just short. He needed the 43, but now he comes in and puts it on the 43, and it's going to be a 1st down.
They're going to give him the first.
Well, Krisha Heston was over there screaming.
Yeah.
And that's why they gave her the first
It
down.
was right in front of her. She's sitting right there.
Yeah, I think I see Bryson.
Yep, right next to her.
Right in front of her.
Bryson Jade. So 1st and 10 Eagles. Still with the 2-back set. Caden Forrest at quarterback. Hand off to Rivera. He's inside the 40 down to the 38.
That's how you know it's 56-0 in the 3rd quarter with a running clock when you're spying on the crowd with the binoculars while plays going on. I was looking for Charlie Tibbles over there, but I think he's at. Hey, speaking of Charlie, did you see the pics on our Facebook page?
I did not.
Oh, you need to go look at them. And by the way, I think we need a picker. We need one more picker. So if you are interested in being on the pick'em that we post every game day, send us a DM. We'd probably just put you on there.
On 2nd down, Forrest will hand it to Achilles Rivera, and he's got another Krisha Heston 1st down. Nice run off the left tackle. And they'll spot it at the Carter-Riverside 30. More substitutions coming in for the Eagles. Jackson Hogan will come in and play H. Rivera in the backfield with Forrest. Now Holmes comes in motion on a jet sweep. He's got it. He's inside the 20. Harrison Holmes with another Christian Heston first down, and the Eagles work their way into the quick car red zone.
That's going to go down as a pass in the stats as he caught the ball and pitched it forward to Holmes. So it's really a running play, but it goes down as a pass. If he would have dropped it, it would have been called incomplete. So, yeah, if you go to our Facebook page, you can see our pickers. We've got Charlie Tibble, Shane DuBois, Brett Brazil, Christia, and this other guy, I don't know, I think his name's Chase.
Straightaway give to Rivera. He's inside the 15, down to the 11, maybe the 12. And 43 seconds and still counting left here in your Triple T Windows third quarter.
Interesting note, while it's 56-0, all 5 of our pickers took Decatur minus 56.5.
Really?
So you have to score here or the pickers lose.
2nd and 5. Hand off Rivera. He cuts it up at the 10. He's inside the 5, and the Pickers win as Decatur scores another McLaughlin Supply touchdown.
I'm hoping for a kickoff return for a touchdown to make them sweat it a little bit more. That's probably the most cheering those people are going to do for a 62.
I'm glad you brought that up. It gave us a little bit of
right on cue, didn't
gave us
it?
a little zip.
Oh, man. Paradise getting 7.5 against Vernon. Who you like there, Pat?
Paradise.
Yeah, so did everybody else.
Your Decatur Tire extra point is good once again, and your score on your James Wood scoreboard as we end the Triple T Windows third quarter is 63-0. We'll be back with your final frame of Decatur Eagle football after this.
Reminders.
Including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Injuries happen and you want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40 plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, as your Parker Properties kickoff is fielded at the it was fumbled and downed at the 9-yard line.
Can't say I've ever seen that before. Mateo Chacon was calling for a fair catch, and Keontae Stiff,
who'd been fair catching all night long until the last
jumped over him to try to catch it. They drop it. It caught me off guard.
Me too.
Oh, man. So they're going to mark it. They're walking around thinking, I don't know, let's just put it here on the 12. No, how about the 10?
I think it's at the 9.
Well, that's where it's going to be. Clock running here at Hanley Field in Fort Worth. Don't forget next week, homecoming broadcast.
We better say that this is the Wise Choice Meats fourth quarter. It'll be over before we know it.
And the post-game show at the same time.
Yeah. So Galindo back at quarterback. He'll take the snap, hand it off, and that was Bowden Portales and
30.
Kason Thomas, who smoked him at about the 7.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to block us up front all night. We've been in their backfield, and, man, it's going to be a couple more of those that might put them back towards the...
Is that Edisoji, or is that 0? He's just got
8.
He's got his jersey kind of crumpled
That's
up.
Adesoji.
Okay.
And Galindo, the quarterback. And they've also got number 11, Jonah Yepes, in the backfield. He's the blocking fullback for the Carter-Riverside Eagles.
Just a sophomore.
Hey, if you're watching us still, thanks for sticking around.
Man.
We know that there's probably better things to do on a Thursday night at 9:12 with the Cowboys game on, but we're glad you're with us.
Snap on second down. They'll hand it to Adesoji, and he is met behind the line of scrimmage and pushed back again just outside the 5.
Number 44, Bowden Portalis in the backfield again for another tackle. And like I say, just as soon as Adesoji gets the ball, he's got 2 or 3 white jerseys in the backfield. He's got to dodge, and he's got to be careful here because it is at the 6, and too big of a loss is going to put him into the end zone for a safety.
Josh Euler and Jacob Garcia, the cornerbacks for the Eagles right now, along with Hunter Hale and Colton Brazil at safety. Third down, 13 for Carter-Riverside. Galindo, he'll hand it off to Adesoji. He makes it back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. No gain for Carter-Riverside. It's going to be 4th down. They're going to have to punt from their own end zone. This could be interesting.
Boy, if they called up a screenplay, it might be big. But I haven't seen them do it all night. I don't think I've seen a screenplay all night. Maybe one. Back over here, their biggest play of the night was a screenplay, if you remember that. It was
Chacon.
Yeah, and Good was right in his face, and he was able to complete it for a first down. It might have been their only first down of the night, Pat. And here it is, 4th and long, and they're going to punt again. The Eagles don't have anybody back, and I don't think they're going to come after this one.
Ricky Mena has had quite a time punting tonight for Carter-Riverside, and he's going to be standing in the middle. You know what? I think that's where I spiked it when I scored back in 1976, right there.
Right on the O and Worth.
It was a 1-yard quarterback sneak.
And now we've got looks like a delay of game.
Somebody called a timeout.
Trinity Realty timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. 63-0 here from Hanley. We'll be back.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
Hey, it's Casey Carroll with the Caraway team. I'm here on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. This job is ginormous, and you got to check it out. It's got all hands on deck, and Chase said he's hard working. He's hard at it. Let's go check on him.
Chase! What are you doing?
I was just fixing to go lay some sod, man.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football from Luther Scarborough Hanley Field in Fort Worth, as the Eagles with a commanding lead and 8 minutes and 18 seconds left in the ball game. Eagles lead 63-0. Carter-Riverside in a punting situation. Ball spotted at their 6, and their punter, Ricky Mena.
Hey, you got to be careful. They've had
some
bad
difficulty.
snaps,
Yep.
and it could be a safety if they're not careful.
Nobody back deep for the Eagles. The snap is good. Plenty of time. The punt's away. It's very short. It hits at the 20. It's going to go out of bounds around the 25-yard line.
You weren't there last week, Pat, but that Graham punter, he could hit. He's a good punter, and he could angle it just inside that coffin corner and land it out of bounds. I mean, he pinned us deep several times last night.
Now let's look at this Eagle offense. Jet Jenkins is a wide receiver, along with Caden Cobb and number 14, Harrison Holmes. Your quarterback, Caden Forrest. Your running backs, Jamari Fletcher, and number 32, Achilles Rivera, just a sophomore.
Brody Lambert, Landon Hardcastle over on the left side of the line. It's going to be Mason Dusick and Saul Maldonado on the right side. And your center is number 66,
Garrison
Fay, the junior. So we've got a few new faces out there. Clock continuing to run here at Hanley Field, 7:20 and counting. Pickers, you at the moment, you're safe, but you're a pick 6 away from not being safe.
Snap is back to Forrest. He'll hand it to Fletcher. Hesitates at the line of scrimmage. pushes his way towards the 20. He'll get to the 20-yard line. Short gain of 3. Update on your Cowboys score. 5:06 left in the third, and Dallas has kicked a field goal. They lead 17-12. I wonder how many people I'm actually saying that to. That
17-12.
Yeah.
It's the
Cowboys
Giants.
have kicked 1 field goal, and New York has kicked 4.
You know, when I was pulling up on I-30, you could see Cowboy Stadium right over here,
Yeah.
the roof of it.
Handoff to Fletcher on second down. He'll get across the 20, but another short gain. He's inside the quick car red zone.
I'm not sure that the instructions from the sideline said
Number 7, junior
we might can get a first down, but I don't think we don't look like we're trying to break it out. And it's
Right.
almost like we're trying to. Okay, the guy that was sitting in here with us left. I think we're trying to let him tackle us.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to. If I'm a kid and I hadn't scored a touchdown yet, I don't know if I'm going to go for that. But
he's
they'll
not
hand
letting
it to
him tackle
Fletcher,
this. Well.
and he'll be down to the 15, short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. I would imagine the Eagles would go
Yep.
for this.
Fletcher was fighting for that first down. He just is going to be 1.5 yards short, it looks like. Looking to the sideline, the Eagles offense will try to get the first down. And, I mean, you might could get 2 first downs if you don't cross the 10 here. So you might could run the clock out if you wanted to. You got to be real careful on where you get tackled.
4th down and 2, and Jackson Hogan's going to come in at H. Fletcher is the one running back to the right side of Forrest. There's your snap. They'll hand it to Fletcher. He's inside the 15, inside the 10. It's going to be down to the 5 with just under 5 minutes to go as the clock continues to run.
Can't run it out now.
First and goal, Decatur.
So I think our pickers are going to be safe if we put this in the end zone to make it 70.
That's
a
what
touchdown would make it 70.
Well, no, a touchdown would make it.
Okay. 69, but the extra point would make it 70.
And then, well, never mind.
Pickers are safe.
It puts people in a dilemma.
I mean, scoring 7, that's tough. With a running clock in the second half.
I mean, yeah.
And there's right now the Eagles are trying to run the play clock, but there's no.
They took a delay.
Yeah, they do take a delay. There's no play clock, so you don't know where you're at. But I think this might have been on purpose. The clock continues to run through the delay. We might just let it delay the game out.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, with the running clock, I don't guess we have to ever snap it again.
That's true. No, we would eventually turn it over on downs.
You didn't lose it down there. It's still first and goal.
Oh, you're right.
It would end up being first and goal from the.
You're right. There's your snap pistol formation. They're going to hand it to Fletcher. He's tackled inside the 10 at the 7.
This is the best the Riverside defense has looked tonight, and the longest drive I think the Eagles have had tonight with a number of plays, huh? Oh, okay. Well, we can't get our stats on demand like we wanted them, but who's laughing over there?
The people.
They're having a good time. To our left is a booth full of students, and they're running the stadium cameras by joystick remote controls.
2 receivers left. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. There's your snap. Hand off to Fletcher again, and I think he is going to score another McLaughlin Supply touchdown. And ladies and gentlemen, your score with 2:55 and counting is 69-0. Decatur over Carter-Riverside.
There for a minute, I thought he was going to bounce it out and get tackled at the 1 on purpose. But they didn't tackle him at the 1, so he said, well, I'm going to be a touchdown right here. And if I look at the stats, that is his second one of the season. He's got, coming into tonight's game, Jamari Fletcher had 19 attempts, 69 yards, and a touchdown. A 3.6 average. The Decatur Tire extra point is up, and it's good. Clock continues to run here with 2:19 and counting. It's 70 to zip. Teresa Mader State Farm drive summary, 6 plays. Now that's a marathon tonight. Our longest drive of the night is in plays. 6 plays, 25 yards. It took 2 minutes and 23 seconds off the clock. Just an absolute eternity compared to what we've been doing tonight if you listen to the halftime show.
Under 2 minutes, the clock's still running. I don't even know if we're going to need to kick this off.
Looking at our stats coming into tonight's game, the Eagles with 68 first down, our opponents with 83. Some of these are pretty lopsided. Total yards, 1,100 to 1,600 for our opponents. That's all going to get evened up in the next couple of weeks, and then some. Oh, Lane Heston's going to kick this thing. Let's see this. He was kicking extra points in the pregame.
He looked like Super Toe. Yeah. Hit him on the head, and he toe punches it. Little Poppy with the kickoff.
It's homecoming next week. Eastern Hills comes to town. We've got a homecoming parade. We've got all the homecoming festivities that take place, and our broadcast will start 30 minutes prior to kickoff from Eagle Stadium in Decatur.
Nice kick. It's deep. It's going to be fielded by Stiff at the 13. He'll bring it out across the 20, still on his feet, and that's where his return will end. Ran into the arms of Keaton Good, and also number 24, Zach Connor.
No fair catch called there, and they don't have to snap it if they don't want to. And I think the coach is saying, hold on, guys, clock's going to run out, and I think that's going to end it. Boy, your Eagles are victorious. Yeah, they're calling the ball game right here with 17 seconds left on this clock, and that is it. The Eagles are going to line up and shake hands here at Hanley Field. Your final score tonight, 70-0. We'll take a quick break and come back and have our final stats and wrap things up in an abbreviated post-game show. This is Eagles football presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation.
Two experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40-plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast-track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top tier performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Welcome back to Eagles football. It is your final 70-0 over the Carter-Riverside Eagles. The Decatur Eagles go to 1-0 in district play. Riverside at 0-1. And, buddy, you've got some final team stats for us. It's all Decatur on the scoreboard. I'm sure it's all Decatur on the stat sheet as well.
It's all Decatur Eagles on the stats. We rushed for 264 yards tonight. We threw for 120. That's usually the opposite. We were 10 of 13 in passes. We only had 29 yards in penalties. We made 28 tackles tonight. We barely got more than 3 to 5 plays in on every offensive possession. It was a classy ending for the Decatur Eagles against a team that was decisively overmatched and overplayed. So a great night, good team effort by everybody. I don't even know if we have a player of the game. I don't know if we even discussed it yet, but I tell you what, we looked really good.
Yeah, we really did. And final stats, we will maybe try to post some of those final stats. I know they're going to be lopsided. And we'll get Pat back on here. Pat, just a good night tonight. Eagles got out to a fast start. What was it at the end of the first quarter? It had to be 28-0, maybe 35-0 at the end. But it was just
at least 35.
We scored early and often and didn't stop, and it was going to be one of those nights, you could tell.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think Decatur just needed a night like this, honestly. I mean, they really did. They kind of been shooting themselves in the foot and had a rough start, 1-3, and I think there was some frustration, and I think a night like this is going to go a long way to get them back on track.
Well, you heard Coach Huff when we were talking to him way before the game. I said, last week if you erase the pick six and erase the fumble, you punch the fumble in there at the goal line and then the other drive into the red zone and score, it's a different ball game. And he said, you've just summed up our whole season so far, that statement. And, I think you're right. I think they needed to kind of get this kind of win and get some things worked out, and they did. They got a big win tonight here at Hanley Field.
And that'll give them a little momentum going into district. And next week, homecoming against Eastern Hills at Eagle Stadium, 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll be there. Hope you will be there too. And if you're not, tuned in with us. Shutting it down? Ready to go?
Your call. I've been ready since about midway through the second quarter.
Loop 820's calling my name, man. So, no, on behalf of myself, Rob Matthews, Hunter Donahue, Buddy Kirkland, and Anthony Payton, it has been one heck of a night. Your final score, Decatur 70, Carter-Riverside 0. Good night, everybody. Eagle. I was going to say, what are you waving your hands about? Eagle fight.
Never dies.
Especially tonight. Good night, everybody.